Hi, I'm Craig. That's Brad. Welcome to Weekdays with Craig and Brad, episode 25. Brad, Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, Craig.
Brother.
Look, I'm celebrating with a ice cream with Butterfinger in it.
Oh, good. That sounds delicious. I'm celebrating with a nice cup of my Coach Craig cup that I got for coaching soccer this year.
Oh, cool. How'd you guys do?
Undefeated, got to the Tournament of Champions, lost to the eventual champion, finished in the top four in North Texas. It was great.
You sound like a great girls soccer coach.
Hey, I am the let's see, who is the coach? Phil Jackson of 8-year-old girls soccer, rec soccer, 8-year-old girls rec soccer.
Was that one of the highlights of your 2020?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It was great. It's such a great feeling seeing those girls do good. Anyways, whatever. I loved it. It was definitely a highlight for me. And
cool.
They learned how to win, but unfortunately they also fortunately they also learned how to lose, which is important.
Yes.
You got to learn how to lose. It's important.
Yes. All right. Well, cool.
All right. So
here
listen, we got
25.
Here we go. And here we are, 2021. How exciting is this?
Yeah.
Look, did you know, Brad, that all problems in the world are over? We did it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was yeah. Here we go. It's all
political unrest is over. COVID is cured. This is 2021. We're just going to put 2020 in the past. Forget it happened, and here we are, ready to go.
Put it over there in a dark corner somewhere and let it gather dust, and hopefully the rats will eat it.
That's right. All social media has been deleted. Oh wait, that's me. Oh, and I got to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going through anxiety, but it's good. It's good. I'll kick it. It's like that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Yeah. You got Twitter withdrawal.
Right. And then that's the issue with this, but it's okay. I'll feel good in a couple days after I don't know. I'll figure it out. But okay. So look, it's the end of the week. It's the end of the week, Brad. You threw out a challenge at the start of the week, and we had some great responses. And we actually had 3 great responses from our amazing audience, but one of them I couldn't find. So we have two amazing responses for the hashtag Bring It Back Challenge. Brad, what is the Bring It Back Challenge?
All right, Bring It Back Challenge is where we invite you to bring back an old slogan that seems to be getting lost in time, that's not really in our culture very much anymore. I've got a whole list of them I've collected. Some of them go back to the 80s and 90s from when we were kids. And the first one I tossed at you for the Bring It Back Challenge was the phrase, up your butt and around the corner.
Nice. Which both you and I throughout the week have showed off our living up to the word, and I did it to my wife, you did to your wife, and showed it off in previous episodes. So if you haven't seen those, make sure you guys go check them out. Here are the 2 wonderful up your butt and around the corner hashtag Bring It Back challenges that were delivered our way. First, let's go over to Sarah. Let's go to Sarah, who she'll let you know. Remember, Brad, make sure you unmute your microphone.
All right, Craig and Brad. Hopefully you'll get this. About to do the hashtag Bring It Back challenge for my son.
I love Sarah.
I love her. Sorry.
Here it comes.
He's playing Fortnite, and he's 9 years old. He just turned 9 years old 2 days after Christmas.
Nice.
He doesn't like when we talk to him when he plays Fortnite. He's in there talking to his friends right now.
It's maybe the best Christmas gift you got. What are you saying?
Are you trying to find something in this game? You're not? No. There's nothing in this game we need to find. No. I think there is. No, there isn't. There's a secret.
Here it comes. About. Here it comes.
Do you want me to tell you where it is?
Get him.
Up your butt and around the corner.
Yeah.
What? Go away. Cool. So there you go, guys.
Spoken like a true 9-year-old.
Go away.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for doing that. That was fantastic.
Oh, seriously.
Totally what we're looking for.
That was the best. Was awesome. He was just like, whatever, Mom.
Yeah. You know what? He's going to grow up. At some point, he's going to pull it on his mom and his buddy, and it's going to come back in his style.
I'm going to tell you this right now. And I'm sure Sarah was listening in shortly after that when she listened to her son And in Fortnite, he goes, hey, there's a guy over there. And his teammate goes, where? And he goes, up your butt and around the corner.
That's right.
Hey, and that's how it happens. You bring it back like that.
That's right. As soon as somebody hears it and absorbs it, they pass it on immediately. It's like a hiccup in the room. They just take it, and then somebody else says. That's what happened with Kelly when I did it to her the other day. She came back around the other day, and I was like, "Where's the keys?" And she was like, "Up your butt and around the corner." So
I loved that Sarah knew how stupid it sounded as she was saying it. It was great. Yes. It's such a stupid thing. Now talking back, a kid talking back while playing Fortnite is one thing, but Vilter Drecke, long time, man, so great. I love Vil. You know, he lost a finger to a raccoon.
No way.
Vilter's a man's man, right?
Man.
Listen, yeah, Vilter's amazing.
That's a war story.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was stung he was hit in the eye with something like a bee or something like that. It was crazy. Yeah, he has all sorts of nature stories. Anyway, so Vilter didn't have a 9-year-old playing Fortnite. Vil had man's best friend.
Are you hungry? Whoa, up your butt and around the corner. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That was great.
I like that he just goes, oh yeah?
Oh yeah, up your button around the corner. Fantastic. Oh God.
Way to go, Vil. Short, sleek, perfect there.
Great. Thanks for everybody who participated with that. We're gonna award you 500 up your button around the corner points today.
There you go. Listen, those are non-transferable to just show points. Just so you know, those are unique, but they cannot be removed. They cannot be deducted. You have 500 up your button around the corner points, which are non-transferable to other future Bring It Back challenges. They're standalone. You are the only two to get them. Congratulations. Right. Way to go.
That's what makes them special.
Legends right there. Okay, look, it is January 1, 2020. I'm sure some people watching right now, they may have some hangovers. They may be feeling that. They may not even know where they're at right now, right? Some people may have gone out. Some people may have just stayed in place and sheltered at home, right? It's a lot different year than it was last year going into 2020. And here we are. I thought it would be fun today. Usually, we like to keep things lighthearted. But today's gonna be a little hard hitting, right? No, they're gonna be realistic today.
Ooh, okay.
In the past, I have done Screw Attack top 10s where I guessed the future of what was going to come for the upcoming year, and some of those predictions, while I was just literally pulling crap out of thin air that I just didn't think that was possible. Like there was a year that we got like 8 out of 10 correct, and they were just like, they're the most random thoughts in the world. And they ended up happening. It was kind of like The Simpsons for a little bit, where I was just getting them right. But these I feel I've written down 5 here. And I feel like most of these are not wild. These are not crazy, but I think they are. I do think that these will happen. So are you ready for my top 5 predictions for the year 2021?
Yes, here we go. By the way, I don't know what you're going to say. So
No, you don't. And
I'm excited.
You may be a little nervous too. So we'll see. But these are all legit. Number 5 on my list, based off of the way things are going, movie companies, most of them are going to go out of business. I'm talking about AMC and cinemas, anyone that involves going to a movie and the pastime of getting popcorn and watching previews and stuff. That to me is the saddest thing in the world. The idea of this American, worldwide, but really an American pastime of going out and enjoying a movie and getting overpriced popcorn and overpriced jujubes or whatever it is you want to get, and an overpriced soda, and going to watch a movie for an hour and a half and just getting away.
Yeah. I'll say this much. I think that standalone movie theaters, you're probably on the right track there. We have a movie theater right down the street from us, is literally 2 minutes away. And they just finished a refurbish on the theater, but they added a bowling alley. So I'll say this, it won't just be, they're going to have to pull in people for the movies with additional activities. That's what interesting. That's what I think the movie theater is going to transition into, an entertainment sort of movies and food, movies and bowling, movies and laser tag, whatever it may be. it's going to be like get the movie and another thing. That's what
Really
I think.
fascinating. Because I know like AMC in particular, they've talked about how they only have a few months left because they've been given loans and they're so, I mean, they haven't made any money in like a year, and there's and just movies are just now going back in, but people are still weary about going to the movie theaters. And there's some movie theaters that are trying to stay afloat by showing movies from the 80s and 90s and preying on nostalgia. And that's cool. That's fun. I would like to go see some old movies in theaters. But the reality is that they're just like popping a DVD in a DVD player and hooking it up to their system,
Yeah, the movie theater I just spoke about, they do a flashback Friday or something like that cinema thing. And I went and saw 1989 Batman a few summers ago. And it was awesome because I was like, I haven't seen this in the movie theater since I saw it in the movie theater, since I was a kid on a huge big screen. And it changed. I've seen it a million times since then, but not seen it. When you see it on the big screen, that's the sad thing about it, is that movies are made for, they're supposed to be made for this experience, to be viewed with an audience on this gigantic big screen. And we're getting so, boxed in by just, well, it's easier to watch it at home. Could you imagine? Yeah, right. Like, could you imagine? I know we both just finished The Mandalorian. How much more of an experience that would have been in a theater with a bunch of Star Wars fans and stuff.
Think about how cool that would be, though. Would you be interested in going to see something like that was like The Mandalorian in theaters, and it was like one episode was released every week, and it had that full, like 40, it was like 45 minutes, an hour long, whatever it is. And that was something you did every Friday at 7 p.m. or whatever it is. And you went to see it. Like I pay $10 a show to go see that.
That would be a cool thing, like a weekly pass for a show to be sort of unraveled over a few weeks at the movie theater. Because then you get to go see it. Like, let's say instead of 8 episodes, it's divided up into 4. And then you go and you absorb 2 episodes, at one time, and then you got a whole week to think about what you just saw. Whereas, like, even now, like when you binge watch something, it's great to get involved and you're like, oh, I can't wait to find out what happens. But it's going so fast that by the time you're done binge watching it, you don't even know what happened. Like, you didn't really get to absorb it. You know what I mean?
Right. And could you imagine, like, that specifically at the end of The Mandalorian, if you haven't seen it, go see it. I don't want to spoil it because I know, like, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan and I really enjoyed it. I saw a spoiler for it and I was like, but it still didn't, still amazing. But could you imagine the reaction with people in a theater in a situation like that? That would have been, oh my gosh, top tier.
Yeah, it would have been incredible. And I'll say this much about The Mandalorian while we're talking about it. It's better. I think The Mandalorian is better than any Star Wars film that's come out in the last 30 years. I think The Mandalorian series, that's coming from a casual Star Wars fan. I'm not hardcore. I enjoy Star Wars. I've seen them all. But I think The Mandalorian is what I would expect out of if you're going to put the effort in, The Mandalorian's kind of where it should be.
Well, that's good because Mandalorian is effectively killing theaters, which is why it's number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list, and this is something I know no one's going to want to hear, but we are still in lockdown by October of 2021 through the summer, and I actually was going to say in a year from now, but I thought I'd be gentle with it and say no. I don't necessarily mean that is for the entire United States. I think that is in lockdown. I says we, but specific, certain states. I think California, New York. These certain states you'll see in
different countries.
Oh, sure. I don't think the U.S. will be able to travel. U.S. residents will be able to travel to other places in the world for a long time. Which is crazy. So I mean, I'm sure there's some places we can travel, but not many.
I think we're going to see a road trip boom in 2021. It's going to be road trips galore. People are going to be out discovering nature again. And it's going to be getting the swing back into a more organic lifestyle, I think.
We should invest heavily in RVs right now.
Yeah, it's a great lifestyle. Go buy one and rent it out.
I know that's not popular and it's not fun to think about, but I just don't see any way where you look at countries like Australia, right, that have like zero COVID cases. I feel like the idea of flattening the curve is non-existent, and it's now gone to eradicating the disease. So we'll see how that goes. So hopefully that is not the case. Number 3 on my list are sports predictions. It's time to give you the winners for all the leagues. Brad, are you ready for these?
All right. Who wins
right.
all the sports, Craig?
All right. So in the NFL, it's going to be a tight battle, except it's not. The Kansas City Chiefs will dominate the NFL and win their second consecutive Super Bowl title. Congratulations, Kansas City. They will play in front of fans, but not a whole lot of fans when the Super Bowl comes. Although it would be really cool. I'm just saying it would be really neat. I heard this idea from a guy on this thing called Outkick. Outkick is a really interesting outlet for sports. This guy had this idea of having the NFL fill the entire stadium with frontline workers, the nurses and such, as a way of saying thank you. And ideally, I guess they would have their COVID vaccination, as a way of saying thank you, and fill the entire stadium. It's in Florida. It's outdoors. Why not? Right. So,
okay.
Who else? I know you really care about sports, so I'm just gonna.
I'm excited for all of the sports winnings.
Well, you're gonna love this one. In the NBA, the Denver Nuggets will win the NBA title. Wow, stealing it from the Lakers, who think they have this anointed championship. I hate the Lakers. Screw you. I was gonna go with the Bucks, but my gut told me the Nuggets for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Well, the Bucks are Milwaukee. Yeah.
I don't care.
Denver's going to get a repeat because in the NHL, the Colorado Avalanche will win the NHL Stanley Cup this year, defeating the Dallas Stars in the second round or third round of the playoffs to advance to the finals, where they'll play someone from the Eastern Conference. I don't know. But I think the Avs will win. And in Major League Baseball, I don't know. And I honestly, I don't really care. So there's number 3.
I want to add a sports prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Deep fake Michael Jordan comes back to the Bulls and plays the best season he's ever played in his life.
At like 63 years old, Michael Jordan's out there shooting fadeaways.
Yeah, but it's a deep fake. So it's like some young guy but they're like, oh, you're not going to sell basketball. Let's just CGI Michael Jordan's young face on you during the game.
Man.
And then it just looks like Michael Jordan's back out on the game, on the game field of the basketball. Isn't that dream come true?
I don't think you're allowed to talk sports anymore. Sorry. Let's go to number 2 on my list. Number 2 on my list. Now, this is something that could happen fairly quick, and I know this is going to seem really crazy, but we're in Texas, and this has been talked about initially.
Uh-huh.
Texas has a real discussion about leaving the United States of America. There's a small movement, a small but vocal movement in Texas right now, which we all know small but vocal movements on social media can cause a lot of friction. It's called Texit, a la Brexit.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
That's the way to do it these days.
The idea of Texas potentially leaving the United States to form its own country, one red country.
Well, we talked about this a few episodes back, and I'll be honest with you. The idea is on a purely just simple level, it kind of excites me. It's kind of like, ooh, that'd be like really weird and crazy. What would happen if that happened? And I wouldn't be scared if that happened, because we're here in Texas. I don't know. I feel like we'd be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of logistics that go into it, but did we actually talk about it on an episode, or did we talk about it
that was like a whole episode we talked about.
Okay.
Texas seceding from the United States. And then we would be trading in salsa and salsa and we have had so many episodes here on our quarter of a century episodes, 25, that I've lost track of all the things we've talked about now. So but yes, I think that is a real discussion that will be had in Texas, and it's more than just a little thing that's kind of discussed. And number 1 on my list of 2021 predictions, this is a shocker. But I think this could happen. I really do think
that Disney contemplates moving Disneyland from California.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay, what's this based on? Just leaving California because it's because California is on such a tight. Southern California specifically is really, really tight right now.
No, this is based off of Disney's own reactions to the lockdown and how they're not allowed to open when they've shown that they can open in Florida. So I think Disney not being able to make money from a theme park for an entire year may just say like, you know what, screw it, we're done. And like, you know, while it was Walt's first theme park and all this, and they may own the land, like that would be such a major blow to California and Southern California as a whole. But if they were to say like, look, we're going to move it, let's just say we're going to move it to, you know, there was talks of a Disney thing happening in like the Dallas area, right? Or let's just say they were going to move it to Oklahoma. I don't know, whatever. Moving it to a more centralized location, or Chicago, or whatever. The idea that makes a little bit more sense, it's a little more business friendly right now, that allows them to operate. Now, it would take multiple years for anything like that to happen, right?
Yeah.
But I think, you know, as I said, it's just the idea of having discussions about possibly leaving California, because it just doesn't make sense for a business to operate out there right now, which is, as you're seeing all these businesses fleeing California. Is it radical? Yes. Would it be crazy? Absolutely. But I think Disney is big enough that they're losing billions of dollars, but not being able to operate. They're not. I don't think they'd be afraid to make a move like that.
So Disneyland they have not reopened at all.
No.
Really?
The only thing that has been open. The only thing that has been open in Disneyland is the the little downtown. It's just like a street. It's a street that goes between Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. And I from what I understand, I guess you can go in California Adventure, but you can't go ride anything. Yeah. You can go down like the main promenade area, and that's it.
There's just like a guy at the front gate, and he's like, "Look, don't touch."
Yeah, I don't know. Like there's no. Yeah. There's no okay, here's what it says about Disneyland reopening real quick. Let me share this with you.
That's crazy. I thought they had been opened for like, you know, at like 50% capacity or 25 or something like that.
Oh no.
Wow.
Here's what Disney says for themselves right here. Let me make this a little bigger for you. Return to the land of magic. A phased reopening of downtown. It's only downtown Disney district has begun, including an expansion onto Buena Vista Street. And that's pretty much it. Hotel at Disneyland remains closed and will reopen at a later date. Like, so you pretty much, they're losing hotel revenue, all the revenue there. You can't do anything right now.
You know, I think if push comes to shove, they're probably California be like, all right, look, let's work this out. Otherwise, you're gonna see something like they're gonna take Walt's Castle down. You know, they'll load it up on a truck and just drive it away.
Right.
I don't know. Right. But yeah, that would be interesting if Disneyland just moved, or I mean, I don't know. That's a pretty big drastic thing.
It is a drastic thing. But if you look right here, once again, it says, get out of here. Get out of here, ads. The CEO is extremely disappointed with Governor as they just can't get in. So here, there's just a quick bullet points. Says he's extremely disappointed with California's call to keep theme parks closed, stay closed well into 2021. Right. The comment was made Disney's fourth quarter earnings call. Coronavirus is blah blah. This is obviously a while back, and Disney's theme parks been slammed. They've laid off 28,000.
That's
workers.
Right. They had that huge layoff, man.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen, because stranger things have happened over the last year. In 2021 might be even stranger. We'll see. I don't know.
You don't mess with the mouse. That's the reality of it.
You don't. But
and California's messed with the mouse. So
I think they could load that castle up on a truck. that the first time I went there, because we grew up going to Walt Disney World, where everything's bigger there. And then the first time I went to Disneyland many years later, I think my first time was in the last 10 years going there. And then I was like going around the corner. I was all excited. I was like, here comes the castle. And now it's like, oh, it's really not that big. And you know, maybe they might do that. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? But there you go. There's my top 5 predictions for 2021. I would love to hear what your predictions are in the comment. Please, I would love to hear them. Like, if you guys have any ideas, whether they're realistic or crazy, fire away. I would love to hear them in the comments below. So there you go. That's our first show of 2021. What a great way to start. I guess we'll sync back in 100 episodes or so, and at the end of the year. I guess that'd be like 200 episodes or so at the end of the year, and kind of go from there. So,
man, I hope we make it.
Me too.
I hope we make it to episode at least 26.
We'll see how it goes. But I'll tell you what would really help. One thing I would love to do with this show is I want to up the quality just a little bit. Right now we record in 720p, and we use this program called StreamYard to record. And StreamYard is a monthly fee. It's a little bit more to record in 1080p. And I want to get Brad a webcam. So if you wouldn't mind heading over to patreon.com/CraigSkits, and if you consider supporting the show there, that would be insanely helpful in allowing us to invest further into this show, to get Brad looking a little better and allow the product to be better for you guys. So I would greatly appreciate that.
Be able to tell what CDs are behind me instead of grainy old crummy MacBook webcam.
There you go. All right. So once again, if you're new to the show, make sure you subscribe so you get your little dose of me and Brad every single Monday through Friday at about 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. And you can go binge watch more. There's 24 episodes for you to watch. If you already watched them, go watch them again. They're good stuff. See how much the show has changed in just such a short time. 1 month already. Pretty exciting. So
that's awesome.
All right, we'll see you guys. Yeah, we made it.
1 month.
I hope we make it to 26.
That's right. Happy New Year, everybody.